Hey you guys, today's video is a collaboration with my dear friend Jessica from the Walnut Way. We are joining together along with other mamas to share our Easter morning basket with you guys. So if you've been following me for a while, then you know that I started morning basket this year and I've been loving it. I've been being able to do lots more learning with our morning time basket. So I don't do themes all the time, but for Easter, I had to. I love Easter. Is my, well, I guess I'll say my third favorite, but it really is up there with Thanksgiving. And Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. So I love doing activities with my boys for Easter. And so this is our morning time basket. A lot of the things that you're going to see here are readers, or read-alouds. We are going to be off the week of, before Easter, which is like Good Friday, and that week, that Holy Week. We are actually going to be off. My in-law is going to be here from Puerto Rico, so we're going to have a mini vacation with him. But I will be doing this entire basket for the month of April. So I'm excited to share with you guys. Let me dig right in. The first thing I want to tell you, so get them out of the way before I forget. We're going to be doing something called the Jelly Bean Poem. This is something new for us this year, and this is actually a free printout. I'm gonna link it down below. I bought jelly beans from the Dollar Tree, and we're gonna set up some little treats to give to our friends at church this Sunday morning of Easter, and we'll just discuss this poem as well on Easter morning. So we're doing this little activity for our friends. And then one of the books that we'll be reading is the first Easter story. I love the pictures in this book, and this is actually we could do this like Saturday night before Easter, or just look through the pictures as reference because it has such nice illustrations. We have tons of books, as you will see, of the Easter story. So it's just nice to have another one for reference and also for the pictures. I love this book. So I've been having this book for a very long time, and we'll be reading this book as well. Okay, so jumping in, how I'm doing my morning time with the boys for Easter. So not everything here is related to Easter Holy Week, but you'll see what I have going on. So I put away my indescribable. I'm just gonna be enjoying this one for now a little bit. It's our daily bread for kids, 365 meaningful moments with God. So it just has a devotional for per day. So we'll start on April 1st, and true or false, and we'll be reading the devotional for that day. It always has a verse on the top, and then it has a fun fact in the bottom. So it's just a nice way to start our Bible time. We've done this devotional before, and we really like it. So we'll be doing that, and then some of the readers that I have here that I will be reading. This is The Biggest Story ABC. This is a very simple reader. I love this book so much, and it's perfect for Easter because it does have the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ right in the middle there. So we're going to be reading this one, and this is perfect for JJ as well. He'll love this book. So what I want to do with all the readers that we read before I continue is that I want them to keep a little journal. This journal is also towards our spring study, which I'll show you in a minute. This is just a little simple journal that I made with construction paper and white paper. Very simple. Instead of buying something, I just figured I'd make something like this. Simple for them to, they have to decorate it, and then we'll do some journaling there. So my idea is for them to draw as they hear what I'm reading about, for them to draw something to remember that book from. Another little activity that they have here, this was given to me by a friend. What it says about the resurrection, it just has verses that they can color, and we can discuss the verses, and they can also add it to their journal if they want. But we were doing this throughout our morning time read alouds. We just grab a verse and read it, and they could decide to color it and put it to their in their morning time journals. And we also have these verses that we'll use. This is just a little printout that I had. I've been using this for Easter morning. So I actually lay this on the table, and we'll all read it together. We'll do a prayer and enjoy a book as well. We'll do one of the readers. I usually read a very small book on Sunday morning of Easter and just spend that time with the Lord. So this is something that we do on Easter morning. Okay, so again, for morning time basket. So we have books like this one. This is a Arch books, just like the other one. The Story of the Empty Tomb. And again, I'm just going to read it to them as they keep a drawing in their journals. Just very simple but beautiful story about Jesus' resurrection. So that's another one. And then I have fun books like this one as well. The Easter Story by the Bernstein Bears. And again, this one actually has stickers. We can add it to their journals and read and just enjoy. Again, the reason why I'm doing my morning time basket like this is because pretty much almost 2 weeks in April we're gonna be out and about with Grandpa. So I'm just planning something more simple than a full hour of morning time. It's literally intended to be maybe 20 minutes of morning time before we head on our day, or like before Grandpa comes and after Grandpa comes. That's kind of how I'm thinking. Okay, we also have another book here, God Gave Us Easter. I love, love, love this whole series. It's such a beautiful series. I also have God Gave Us Christmas. It's a very simple read with beautiful illustrations. And again, I want the kids to see the pictures and maybe draw on their journals. And then we'll discuss the pictures, the picture book. Super beautiful. So it's just a beautiful story about a bear mama and her cub. And she describes what Easter's all about to her little bear. So I love this book. Okay, so what I'm really trying to do on a morning time is a study on this book. It's actually a free printout. I'm sorry that I'm off the camera here. It's a free printout that I got from Instagram that I'm going to show you now. But it's based on this book, Miss Rumpus. We love this book so much. We read it a few months ago and we really enjoyed it. So I need to get some of these lupines because it's going to be a nice little touch to add an actual beautiful real flower to our study. So Spring Literature based learning and activity guide. So this is a spring guide and it's meant to be for the entire 2 or 3 months of spring. So the sections in this book or in this little study is section 1 is on Mrs. Rumpus. I think I'm saying that right, Rumpus. And the book study on that book. And we're also doing section 2 on seeds and wildflowers. And then we're doing another section on gardening stories. And section 4 is on spring stories and poetry. And then section 5 is hands-on projects. So this is a free printout. I'm going to link it down below. I think it's great and perfect for spring. And it's a nice guide to help you do some like unit studies. So I had to jump in here and do a voiceover because I rambled on about this study. But I wanted to just summarize it for you guys and just explain that this is basically a spring guide. And we are looking into taking this up to, May and maybe into the beginning of June. And we're hoping to start it after Grandpa leaves. So basically it gives you recommendations of books. It comes with questions. This is one of the books that it recommends for the seeds and plant part, and is The Seed is Sleeping. So we did get this from our library, and we're hoping to get more books. I have to order some because my library didn't have them, but it gives you the list of books, and it also gives you more questions and some links that you can look into to get more resources about that certain book. And I love that it comes with the projects at the end. The projects are my favorite part. So we're hoping just to enjoy this the entire time that we can for the remainder of the year. So again, with our Easter morning time, and my basket is flimsy right now. It's falling apart. Let me bring it this way. No, this is heavy. Okay, separate. Yes, let's do this. Okay. I have this little family faith treasury that I got for 25 cents one time at the discarded library area, which is so good. I think somebody just donated this book. So it's a year of inspiration stories. So it's by month. So we'll do the month of April. So here's a little scripture for the month of April. And then it has a fun story, which we actually read last year. I'm sure the kids will remember some of the story. This is Jesus comes to Jerusalem. And this is the Sunday before Easter. It's called Palm Sunday. So we'll probably read this the Sunday before Easter or just that week before. And then it says, one who goes to church that day is given a palm branch. And then it says, this story tells why. So it talks about Palm Sunday. And then we have this beautiful Ukraine story. And one of our sweet friends is from Ukraine. I remember doing this last year with the boys, and they thought it was great that they could relate to something that our sweet friend, from his country. So this is the bird's gift. So it's like an Easter story with birds, and it says it's not just about bunnies. You have to hear about this story about birds. It's really cute. This is called Pisanki. I think I'm saying that right. Oh, Pisanki, the most beautiful Easter egg of all. They are the symbol of hope and life and spring's triumph over winter, and of God's endless love for all creatures, great and small. So it has to do with these birds surviving a very harsh winter and so forth. And when Easter came, they did this beautiful Easter egg with birds on top. They represented God's grace over the birds. So I love this story. Then it has a poem, I believe, from the creation. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple. Just a few days to read these activities, these things. And then we also have the garden, the curtain, and the cross. This is such a gorgeous and beautiful book. It just represents the gospel in such a beautiful way. And we'll be reading this as well. And journaling. Look at these beautiful illustrations. I don't know if I'm doing justice with this glare and this basket on top of me. Ay, ay, ay. Look how beautiful this is. So this pretty much talks about the how God's love for us started in the Garden of Eve, how sin stained that love, how there was a curtain that kept our relationship from God separate because we needed to be holy in order to enter God's presence, and how that curtain was broken when Jesus Christ gave his life for us, and he was the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate lamb. So it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous book and a beautiful, beautiful Easter story. And so we'll be reading this and also drawing in our journals, or just enjoying a nice snack while we read it, and then discussing the book and spending some time with the Lord. So love this book. And then the last Easter book that I have is the Easter story, which we'll read like that week of. This was given to me by my sweet friend, my BFF. She just gave it to me. It's such a beautiful illustrated book as well about the Easter story, and this is definitely what we believe in. Not everyone's Easter looks the same, but this is what Easter looks in my home. And I just love these illustrations. They're just beautiful. And again, it's just a Easter story of how God gave his life for us, and he resurrected on the third day. So I love it. All right, so after those readers and our journaling, we're still going to do our draw right now. We're just going to continue doing our draw right now books. We've been enjoying these throughout the week, so we'll continue doing our draw right now. That stays in our basket. So I almost forgot this one. I had it inserted in here. There was an old lady who swallowed a chick. I ordered this one from Amazon, and just to add to our collection of this series. We love this series. It's just a fun little Easter book. And I love the illustrations, and it's just a fun reader for the kids to enjoy. And then we're also going to continue doing this is an activity that I got from Focus on the Family. I love this so much. It is like a detective activity for the kids. They have to solve these puzzles. They have to solve them, and then they'll figure out which character of the Bible it belongs to. So it's been such a fun thing to do. We already did a few of them. There's a decoder that they have to do, which they love to do. It's a nice little, this all comes for free in this package. And then it comes, these are the ones that we have solved already. So once you solve the mystery, I'll show you. Hold on a second. Okay. So once you solve, you just kind of tuck in the case. You tuck in the case with the character. So it comes with awesome detail and fun facts about that character and so forth. And I just love it. I love this so much. All this is printouts that came free. You print it out, you put it together yourself. Super simple. And I love it. So we are going to continue because we have a few characters that we have not solved yet. Let's see, we solved all these, and we still have Abraham, we have Deborah. So those are the few that we have to do, and we've solved already a bunch of them. We still have Lot's wife, so we have a bunch to solve. So that will keep us busy for the month of April. In certain mornings, we won't, how we do it is we solve 2 or 3 at a time. So we'll be definitely solving a few of these for April with our mysteries. And I'm going to link that down below because that's such an awesome and fun activity to do with your kiddos. And then the last thing that stays in here is still our safety unit by The Good and the Beautiful. We still are doing this unit, and we do it once a week or sometimes every other week. And the kids are keeping track of their rules on a poster on the wall. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Those are all the things that we have set up for Easter, basically Easter, and then our morning time basket. So I hope that you have enjoyed my rambling here, and if you have any questions, as usual, you can talk to me in the comments, or you can also see me on Instagram, because I post a lot more on Instagram. And if you have not followed me on Instagram, you should. I've been posting this on Instagram. I post books on Instagram. I'm always posting something new. So please come and follow me over there. And I hope you have a wonderful Easter. I hope this was a blessing for you. And if, again, you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And I will see you in my next video.